back. It is time to punch some more locals. Alright, team. Oh, wow. If Agatha is in the first position in the party roster, I didn't realize that her hair kind of obliterates the second character altogether. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay. So we've got level 2 quick thinking. We've got engineering and tactics. We've got archaeology. Okay. Let's try to be thorough in this place if we can. It's a white stag. Okay. Plants for research. Well, yeah, this is definitely a research run, so let's focus on research. Oh, hello, Shovelman. Hey. Last time you watched me stream, I told you to play Invisible Ink. Does that sound right? That sounds like something I would do. That is one of my all-time favorite games altogether. So I highly recommend it. Invisible Ink is mandatory. I'm always happy to discuss that game too with other folks. Let's see. Should we go? We have 6 supplies. And it's amazing. You beat it twice, including an Iron Man. Absolutely, that is fantastic. Yeah, I think that is definitely not a game that anyone should dive into the hard mode right away. You should definitely go through each difficulty level one by one because there's so much to learn. But it's so gratifying once you finally get the mechanics down and you can you can get a lot more confident. On my YouTube channel, I saved the last achievement that I did in that game was the day 20 achievement. And on my YouTube channel, I saved a copy of that mission because it's pretty crazy when you run into these buildings where like everything's got 10 firewalls and 5 armor. The white stag again. Ooh, yikes, we don't have survivalist tracking. Who starts with survival tracking? I think that's Kiwi. Let's make up a story about it. We don't want to lose supplies here. The crew examines the cliff. Nobody wants to risk climbing the cliff. Damn it. Oh, we still get a treasure, though. Looking for treasure here might be dangerous, but after a long search, Hattis finally finds a real treasure worth taking home. Good. Druidic quartz. Let's see. We definitely want study tokens, don't we? Oh, we got a discovery out of that. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Alright, now we need 2 of them. 4 supplies. What's the best way to do this? We need to have an encounter, don't we? It's just your luck. A pack of hungry wolves is following you. One way to get out of this. You is prepared. Oh, that's right. Tactics is great. Gives you an extra advantage. Alright, and we get an... if we do this aggressive, we get more golden status. Let's do that. Alright, these guys have got a little bit of physical armor. I'm not all that scared by them, though. I suppose Hattis could go get the one in the back, right? Because... Is that 1, 2, 3? Yeah, she's fine. And you, I know Yu's a fighter, so he gets extra attack power, or no, he gets extra armor if he's on rough terrain. So let's see if we can find a place to do that. Agatha. Let's see. I don't think she can melee this one to death. If I terrify it, it'll do less damage. Wait, is it weak to fear? Wolves are weak against fear. Oh, Agatha's gonna walk all over these guys. All right, this is fine. Aggression bonus, good. And then there's our campfire. Oh, I see. We definitely want to get some devious bonuses here. We have 3 supplies left. Let's see if we can start a character story. We do have Hatissa's personal card. Extra collect tokens when a quick thinker spends their insight. That's gonna conflict with Agatha's perk because we want Agatha to be spending all the insight. So we might actually skip that one. Maybe we'll just get the campaign tokens for now because that would cause get one little victory pun out of it. An oratory contest. Yep. Alright, so 3 supplies. What are the chances that I can get another useful node out of this? Nice. Ooh, I don't want to miss out on this node. We might have to end up getting 1 starvation bonus here. But let's try to get some devious encounters in, because that's pretty important for the victory points. Cuddly sheep are fond of the crew and keep surrounding you. It makes it hard to move, so you have to do something about it. Like, I have an exploited countryside. Ooh. Oh, that's right. We can just... Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. So we get... That's really good for resources, but we don't get a devious encounter out of it. So... This is getting strange. The elusive gold bird. These babies are worth a ton. Sadly, the bird seems to know that it's very desirable and tries to fly away. The crew already feels disappointed at this missed opportunity when someone's unpredictable instincts kick in. Hatis cannot let so much money fly away and does something unpredictable. This bird's worth a small fortune. Hatis's greed takes over, and in a blind rush, Hatis manages to snatch the little fellow. While Hatis allows the crew to research it, she wants to keep the profits. Her greed can make for unpredictable actions. Hatis has gained the unpredictable perk. Unpredictable! Yay! That's exactly what I want from my crew members. Okay. Agatha's defense is down. I was kind of expecting that. Wait a minute. If we do this, would that fix it? Some supplies. Good, good. Oh, that's lucky. So Hatis is now a level 3 quick thinker. This is great because this gives her lots of evasion. Ooh. You engineer some makeshift tools to do both in one day. Oh, perfect. Oh, go engineering. This is a pretty good haul for the first mission. I'm pleased. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, this is a naturalist check. Agatha is a scientist, but she's more of an archaeologist, not a naturalist, so I don't want to risk this. We'll just let's grab this. And then go to the boss. Now, I have to keep in mind that Agatha's armor is low, so I have to approach a little more gently. Hi, Rivolo. It feels like I just destroyed you in another timeline, but... Alright, defend ourselves. Now, if we do this friendly, I think you get a permanent stat boost, but it's pretty difficult because this team is not built for friendship. We are built for violence, so we probably are just going to knock them out. not make it overly complicated. Hatis, can you snipe this guy over here? Oh, totally. That gives us a brutality buff. Everybody gets a paddling. It's just paddlings all around. Oh, that's bad. It's bad that she goes first, because that's going to reduce the speech defense for all the other guys. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put him there, should I? He needs to get the hell out of there. Okay. Now here's a question. Do I heal him up? Or do I GTFO? He's extremely vulnerable no matter how I do this. Let's see, how much? Then again, I don't want to group up because Cassandra is most likely going to do her. Big AoE. I'm wondering, what would happen if we just do a big concerted attack? We might be able to skip this whole encounter and just go straight for the boss. I gotta say, Hatis is kind of a monster. Let's see, does Cassandra have physical armor? She has 0 physical armor. Agatha for the finish? It feels a little weird, but sure. Cassandra thinks you're a brute. Yep. Okay. Cassandra is livid. Barbarian, how dare you attack during a civilized conversation? People like you were the reason that the gods left us. Yeah. Die mad about it. Alright. Druid. Okay. We definitely want the Sea Sapphire again because we want research. That is not the Sea Sapphire. Let's see, extra encounters if we're devious. Extra collects if we're devious. Let's see. 2 collect is up to 30 gold. This is more fame, though. Well, we're going to get collect tokens regardless. Well, no, I guess not that many, though. Let's see. What zones are we going to? We're probably going to go to Caribbean and then the Andes. I think, yeah. Or we just get a treasure hunt for a bunch of gold. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Our membership. Everybody leveled up. Trained tactician. Alright, so we want to get a level 2 tactician, and then we want to make let's level people up first. We can get a level 2 tactician right now because you has artillery, weapons expert, and guerrilla. So let's do that. There, that way we don't have to shop for anything. Hatis, engineering, huh? Nimble, unpredictable. Maybe we do want to split into engineering a bit, because level 3 quick thinking, that's kind of enough, I think. And then we can have you focus on tactics. I think engineering adds attack power too, doesn't it? Yeah, it adds a bit of attack power. Highlighting quick thinking. Man, lots of people have tactics. Agatha, I guess focus on archaeology. We don't need a million tacticians, we only need one. History, medieval architecture, got it. Okay, now, with the research, what we really want to do is max out. There's this one specific node here that, yeah, we want to get this one here, the psychology that unlocks new jobs in Asia. Because that will turn into a source of discoveries. But we can't actually unlock this until we... Yeah, we can't unlock that until we finish the next mission, which I think is going to be the Caribbean again, because that gives us the most research. So do we save our research, or do we just get more of it? I think we should stockpile it? I don't know. Because some of these kind of pay for themselves, like getting the insight right away. Yeah, let's at least do this little miniature tree. We'll save the rest. Here's a good question. How much archaeology are we going to actually need? Or do we want maybe Hatis to round out her engineering? Yeah, let's get weird with it. She strikes me as a tinkerer. Let's see, what's the other one she's going to learn? She can learn piloting and combustion. So let's give her tinkerer. Oh, this seems tailor-made for Agatha, right? She gets extra research when she's in Berlin. Okay, so... now, for these guys... I feel like I just want to go nuts with the students, right? Well, we can get one student. Those get really expensive really fast. I'm thinking it's better if we get study when we're being aggressive. Yeah, let's do that. Now, 7 insight on the first mission is banana pants. That's going to be a big advantage. So I guess we just send Agatha to Berlin and go crazy with it, right? Let's see. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, if we send Agatha to Berlin, she's getting 7 tokens. That's a big boost. Alright, and then if we can get up to 400, do any of these really help? I guess we'll just go ahead and blitz out the observation tree, because we're going to be getting a lot more research coming up. Here's a good question. We'll get extra study when we go to cultural challenges, or wit challenges. We're kind of spread around on these, aren't we? We're not very good at nature challenges because we don't have an athlete. We're fairly good at cultural challenges because we have an archaeologist. We don't have a diplomat. Technique challenges are roguing, engineering. I think there's a lot of technique challenges coming up in Caribbean. And wits is quick thinking and tactician and quick thinking, tactics, and what's the other ones? Oh, guile. Maybe cultural best, because at least we know that Agatha can take care of the archaeology one. Research will bring us more prestige. Yep. And we're going to stockpile research. Man, this is a really good synergy. I didn't think about this before. Who knew that sending a lady named von Brunswick to Berlin would be such a good idea? Alright. Now, we need to worry about armor. These characters are also pretty soft. If we're going to go to the Caribbean, we want to have some decent physical armor. Hatis is kind of the soft spot here. Let's get her good boots. It gives her a lot of evasion, and then we could get decent armor for Agatha. So Hatis can evade, the other two can sort of kind of block. I think it's more going to come down to just careful positioning. So Caribbean, I think Caribbean gives us research, is that right? Yeah, there we go. Got company. Smugglers! This team is very different than the last one I fought smugglers with, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, that's right. We get now we get more research for being aggressive. I guess I like my mad science. These guys have guns. Let's make them not have guns, I guess. Which one has more health? You could probably take care of this guy, no problem, right? Hatis. Oh, that's right. She also has her piercing arrow. I need to remember that. And let's see. Do I want to melee the sword lady, or do I want to at least terrify this guy so that he doesn't hit too hard? We better clock her out. Yeah. Not very encouraging, is it? I think she can attack from here, is that right? Yeah. Extra research and counter tokens. And we got an encounter buff. That's the most important thing. Right. Adventure awaits. Does it, though? Blue monkeys. Ooh, okay, so we probably shouldn't go aggressive on these guys because we're going to get the escalation debuff. We do get extra research if we do this aggressive, but I don't think it's worth it because it's going to reduce our speech defense as we respond to the provocations. That's a lot of freaking monkeys. I disapprove. That puts us in attention. That's actually good. That means that we can do some physical attacks without actually changing the mood. Where does Agatha want to stand? She's got pretty good health actually for. Isn't good. I think if Agatha takes out this character, then Hatis can maybe move in and get a shot off on that one. It would have to happen in exactly that sequence, though. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. This is 1, 2. Okay, so that's risking putting things into aggression, but not quite yet. The monkeys are actually pretty threatening because they move far and they have long range. Is there any chance of getting Agatha's mood up? Let's see. She can sadden a lot of them. Helps out quite a lot. Yeah, that reduces all their speech power, so even if I don't finish them off, it's okay. You also has this aggressive firework attack, but that would definitely set us into escalation, which I don't necessarily want to do. I'm really worried about Hatis because they have enough range that they could just take her out. That blue monkey is really scary too. Alright, so we may just want to go aggressive here, because we can't have this just going, can we? Oh, look at this beautiful shot. Okay. Do we want to actually reduce this monkey's physical armor first? I guess it doesn't have any physical armor. We don't have to do that, do we? Yeah, let's do this, and then, well, I suppose we could also buff up the Nestle Abulita. What's that? That is a new word for me. But I think the piercing arrow will work fine here, right? There we go. Alright, now this monkey's got actually pretty good speech defense, so we gotta be careful about how we do this. We do have to finish it off this turn, though, because... Let's see, what's the preview on her Terrify? Yeah, that if we try to insult it, it's not enough damage, is it? Sorry, monkey. Go for the firework finish for style. The bullied monkeys are delighted that you broke the blue monkey's spirit. They start copying your behavior and start practicing their pranks and taunts. They sure have a talent for that. They absolutely do. Oh, I really got it. Atléticas de Chocolate Mexicano. Yep, I think that model is living her best life. That is what she was meant to do. Alright, let's go here. Ooh, good chance to improve some gear. Well... Hatis has a bit of a chance. Let's see, she's got a chance from engineering. She's a pilot and a tinkerer. So 54%, do it. Hatis. That's not the hustle we're looking for. Okay. What's over here? Ooh, a roguish character. Hatis. You, That's 70%? Do it. Redeem yourself. There we go. She managed to sneak in and take a chunk of their loot. Yep. The monkeys that you helped earlier are pestering a group of smugglers. Stop it! Ah, I know you're implying my mom is a banana. Unable to cope with this mockery, the smugglers run away and leave behind their belongings. Agatha is so proud. Let's see, how long are our supplies gonna hold out? I really want to have this encounter, but... Agatha slips on a banana peel. You hear a monkey laughing and taunting you from a tree. You notice that a group of monkeys, one of them is blue. Yeah, we need the encounter buffs from this, don't we? Strangely, we get research if it's aggressive, or we get some fame if it's friendly. Of course, they're starting out. We're close to the high ground, but we can't quite make use of it on this particular turn, can we? So I think what we're going to do is set the mood to tense so that we can afford to do one physical attack without being penalized. It feels premature to do the lecture, doesn't it? Because it gets stronger each turn you don't use it. And then I think she could terrify this one. It's just like the idea there's this Caribbean untouched pristine monkey, and it's terrified of getting a C- report card. Oh, that's that fumble. That's what we need more of. Man, they are really 2 fumbles. Oh, Hatisse, you beautiful maniac. What's her evasion? She's got 46 evasion. Okay, that's not a huge surprise. Okay. All right, now we have to be careful though. We can't insult these guys, or we can't attack them physically anymore. We want to leave the last one saddened so that its speech power decreases. Okay, so its speech power goes down to 13. That makes it a lot less scary. She sounds like a Fraggle. Oh man, how long has it been since we saw Fraggles? Oh, going after... Yeah, they really like to focus down Hatisse, don't they? Agatha, can you get these guys into lecture range yet? You absolutely can. Okay. She can hit 2 of them with lecture. I think that's good enough, because then if we move over here, then the blue monkey's buff aura won't work anymore. So get lectured, I guess. Alright, I almost want to finish them off with an arrow. That would send us straight into aggression, which is bad, but maybe that's okay if that's the last thing on the field. Hatisse is in trouble, but maybe she'll be okay. Maybe she'll be okay. I'm such a great leader. Oh, going after Agatha, that's okay. She's got a bit more speech defense. So let's see. Fireworks decreases speech defense and attack power. But this thing has so much speech defense, we should probably just go nuts with the physical attacks, right? Better finish it. Agatha gets an attack power buff. That's good. The blue monkey and his friends stop taunting you and are slowly leaving the area. Okay. 7 supplies. We're still pretty far away. You baffle someone. Agatha, feeling smart, challenges you to a game of chess, anticipating an easy win, but Agatha gets destroyed by Yu's clever play and tactical moves. Agatha's left speechless as Yu explains some new logic and psychology that Agatha never knew about. Strategy is the forgotten science, is it? A delightful dinner is served by, well, Hatisse is the scout. Maybe she's the best with survival. An unbelievable combination of Caribbean ingredients and flavors from Turkey. The crew is delighted by the meal. Hatisse is a fantastic cook. On the downside, now Hatisse will have to endure the complaining of hungry crewmates. Did she? Yeah, she got survival cooking. That gives her 3 more evasion, because why not? Okay. Some research there. Ugh, I don't like being surrounded by 4 empty nodes. It just feels like such a loss of supplies, doesn't it? The hidden horde! Okay, well, let's get a discovery. And we get another campfire. A tech experiment. 2 collects and 2 studies for every engineer in your crew. Ooh, these are all pretty good. I feel like we're going to save this one because we're going to get more engineering later. On the other hand, we could really use the research right now. Renowned archaeologist. This is renowned for archaeology. We don't necessarily need the renown in a daily run, though. I'll just use the gold. This one can be better to save for later if you are going to buff up your encounter token, but don't know if we're going to be doing that in this run. Okay, so I think we can afford to go scoot up here. Oh, that's right. Agatha's a scientist, but she's not a naturalist, so this is only 56%. We believe in you, Agatha! Oh, we don't believe in you. Okay. Which means nothing useful. All those jungle scents and sounds prove too distracting. Okay, so we have 4 supplies left. Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4? I think so. Ooh, the elusive 100-year fruits. We just need the treasure, don't we? Again, this is a naturalist challenge. I don't want to risk not getting the treasure, so we're just going to quickly take the 100-year fruit. We'll quickly run up and snatch the 100-year fruit. The monkeys seem heartbroken, allowing you to escape with this natural treasure. Hooray! We are here to heartbreak everything. Tons of study, sure. Ooh, we got an epic encounter there. I don't think this is the team for it. We've only got 3 supplies. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I think we don't want to starve in this expedition. Hatisa and you got separated. There we go. You stands up after slipping all the way down from where they were walking earlier. It's important to find the rest of the crew as soon as possible. Monkey. This monkey has 40 health. I suppose we want to enrage it first, and then well, let's see. It does have quite a lot of speech power. I don't want to get knocked out. Use encourage ability is not very good. If I do this, the counterattack is going to be pretty severe, isn't it? If I do this, then it'll be weakened at least. Oh no. Can't miss that kind of stuff, dude. You're not good at being friendly. that's too risky. Let's wait. If he gets another miss, then he's dead for sure. Yep, just like real life, most monkeys can be dealt with dynamite, I guess. That's a lot of encounter tokens, that's good. Go search and hope you don't make things any worse. Okay. We finally find the rest of the crew, got it. Alright, we've got 2 supplies left, and we're gonna just take a straight shot here. 54% to get a toolkit. 54%, Hatis, come on. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh, sweet. She leveled up from that too, that's good. Alright, so she can get either escalation, extra attack power when we're being devious, that's interesting, or eye on the prize, 1 collect whenever she succeeds on even. That's an interesting trade-off. There's more resources. And I feel like she's going to be doing a lot of these skill checks. On the other hand, that's a lot of attack power. And we can set the mood devious pretty well. Yeah, let's try escalation. Alright, set up a defensive camp. You can do this. Let's see. 97%. Definitely don't screw this up. Got it. Smuggler boss! Oh, Hatis. Oh, she's got 50% from engineering. Okay. Oh man, we got a toolkit and we didn't even need to use it. Can you carry the toolkit between expeditions? I guess I never noticed. Alright. Thankfully we start right next to the high ground, so this should be fairly simple. Now if we start out with deviousness, that means that Hatis will get her attack power bonus. Wait, oh, that's right, he's got speech defense. The boss is way over there. I guess what we need to do is just clear out this area and then camp here. Let's definitely make sure that guy doesn't sneak up behind us. She's got a fair amount of health. Might be able to clock her out because you got that encounter buff earlier. There we go. And then you're done working. Amazing. Yeah, I had a little extra time tonight. A lot of my normal Saturday group is sick right now. Try not to think about it too much. But congratulations on being done working. That's gotta feel good, right? Alright, so we can't finish her off, but we can make sure that her attack power is low by using Terrify. Oh, not reinforcements already. Oh, that's really rude. Yeah, this boss is gonna take 7 years to get here. Where did the reinforcements come from? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't actually see them. Oh well, I guess well in that case let's have the two fighters encourage each other. Oh, yes, Your Grace, I saw a review of that. It looked really unique. Meow. Okay, so you and Hatis can both rip butts now. They're still soft targets, but they can dish out a lot of damage in return. Ooh, don't do that. That's mean. That gun guy has really good position. That makes me concerned. Agatha, what do you have that has long reach? Not really much of anything. I suppose we could toss out a little impress just for fun. Could also lecture him, but that's not really great yet. Yarr! I'm thinking that you and Hatis want to switch places, right? Now you can either enrage him to drop his armor class, or we can hit him with the fireworks to drop his attack power. Fireworks will decrease attack power by 40% for 2 turns. That's a big debuff, so let's for sure do that. Well, I suppose in your line of work story that transferring data like that has just got to be kind of taken for granted, right? Can't get too squeamish about it. Okay, now the boss, he should have low attack power now. Oh, he's charging up. Ooh. Oh, don't, no, none of that, please. This isn't the super evade everything team, is it? However, since we're in hostile mood, the devious attacks have more effect, which means that the lecture should be a little bit stronger now. Are you all ready for an Agatha lecture? I don't think you are. I'm looking at your faces, your sinful, piratical faces, and I do not think you are ready for an Agatha lecture, so... just go perish in your tears, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Extremely likely. Alright, so we just set the mood back to hostile, I guess. Oh, you mean like the very first one, like not even the 3D ones. Hatis, how strong is your piercing shot? Extremely strong. Okay, that was a pretty smooth encounter. I think we were well equipped for that. Next game is Cube. Yep. It's definitely one of the older things on the backlog, which I'm excited about. Because if possible, I always like to keep my backlog roughly chronological. Oh no, we don't have good survivalists or naturalists. This is super sad. Should we just take the straight study? We're only getting one treasure hunt, but we could get more later. Yeah, this is the only researchy one that's plausible. Because we're gonna start failing survivalist spins pretty quickly. Oh, that's right, we stole things from monkeys. Now, I think this team would work well in the Andes next, and I think the Andes is a good zone for research, is that right? Oh no, he's taking care of the elderly. I think it's so funny that Cassandra shows up to take care of the elderly, and one of them is like totally getting along with her pet snake. Show off. I'll take the challenge. New welcoming city. Let's see. We definitely want the... Well, no. Wait a minute. What do we want? Do we want an entourage hall and trinket shop? We probably want this one because this will give us the armor hats, and then after this zone, then we can get the murder gloves. We didn't get very much fame there. That's going to be a little problem. Okay, good. Some of the daily points from that. Alright, so the big coup that I want to launch here. Strawberry cider. I don't think I've ever had that. I like my ciders as like bitter and dry as possible. Just like my family. Just kidding. Okay, you leveled up. Let's see. Plus 10 health. That's not bad. Extra research if you're aggressive. Oh, that is absolute. That is like 100% what we're going for right now. All right. Fame. Back to the Turkish baths, huh? Research from campaign, gold from studies. Where's the guy who teaches you rogue stuff? Or mischief. I can't even get it. I don't have any fame. My fame is terrible. Maybe I should just get a student or two. Or a student or one? Raimi. Okay. Traders and merchants. That couldn't hurt. Get them all their cheap. You know what? I've never really been sold over on beer. There's a certain, like, I know it's made from grains that have gone bad, and it really tastes like grains that have gone bad, and I just can't shake it. Alright, so this is the node we want right here, that Asian Wisdom. Let's see if we can unlock it. This is a really interesting buff. We need to see what would help us out with this. Terrify for armor reduction. Well, let's see. We can Terrify for armor reduction. That would help a lot. We could Enrage for mischance, or we could Sadden. I think I like this. Because then we have two ways to reduce armor. Because Agatha could walk up and Terrify somebody, and then somebody else could melee it for a lot of damage. Extra status and gold from secrets. That's nice. Alright, so we need 120. We'll go to Berlin and get that real quick. Alright, now we should be able to spend 2 insight in Kyoto and get these discoveries. Or no, Chinese pagoda, this is fine. Alright, that gives us some victory points. Now we need 3 more. That's a little bit of a tall order. Keep it up. You intend to drink a lot of wine. Has Story Raider had a really long week? Is it perhaps even a week that's not even over yet? Ooh, this is extra. Extra secrets when quick thinkers or tacticians. So basically, wit challenges. Extra renown from status, which is not super great synergy right now, but make it work. All right, so I'm thinking we want to go offense. I think our defense is okay-ish. Well, no, let's get armor hats first. That's a given. If we're gonna go to South America, we absolutely need armor hats. It's not even a question. Three extremely fashionable, stupid-looking armor hats. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So, yeah, Story, how much time does that salvage if you don't have to commute? Let's see here. Should we just get regular murder gloves? We could get like 3 of these. Or 2 of these. Yeah, this isn't super efficient, I guess, but do we need a bit of a boost? Because I think South America has some enemies with pretty good physical armor. But yeah, there's opportunities for research, so definitely do that. Two hours each day. So, oh my god, man, you have got so much more endurance than I have. That would crush my soul. Oh, post. Oh, 2. Okay, got it. Drunk story stream. I think Twitch did have some kind of like semi-official guidelines about like what is casual drinking versus excessive drinking while you're hosting. I don't know. All right, so this guy should be kind of no problem, right? Let's preview the lecture. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not good enough yet. Let's get Agatha over here. We could actually buff her up too. Outrun these guys a bit.
Oh,
oh ho! Yeah, they have kind of guidelines. Like if you're, you know, if you're doing like a very obvious drug trip or whatever on a stream, I think they don't want, that's not the sort of content they want to advertise. But I don't know how they would quantify that really. Yeah, it has to be pretty extreme. I think people who get a little bit relaxed or buzzed on a stream is pretty common. There's not much they can do about that. Okay. Do 70 physical damage in one hit. You can come up with a way to do that, game. We can do that if we focus. And then we just need to take out this guy for sure. It's got 100 freaking health. Let's definitely firework both of them. Oh, we can't firework both of them from there. Firework has got a weird fan. We also big boom. Stun him. Oh, let's for sure do that. Oh wait, what? Big boom. There's 2 tiles. Wait, what's the range on this? 2 tiles. Oh, it can stun 1 person. Okay, got it. In that case, maybe we do want to... Yeah, let's just stun this guy. He's pretty scary.
Yappa?
Yappa, indeed. You know, it's funny how many different regions I visited where they like to say that they have a like a lockdown on the world's worst drivers. I'm pretty sure those drivers are just terrible everywhere. But I can imagine how mistakes get more common in really high congestion areas because people's patience just wears out. Oh, don't do that. Alright, Hatis, the challenge is to do 70 physical damage in 1 hit. Can you do this? Oh god. Even Agatha, she's getting up there. And research for being aggressive. The invaders are formidable. We're here for treasure. Agatha leveled up. This is good. Let's see. Agatha will gain speech power. Agatha gains lecture power if we're being aggressive. Ooh, that's much better. Look at that icon on Re-Educate. It's so sinister. Actually, both of these are terrible. How many German children have lifelong complexes having gone through Agatha's school? Yeah, I mean, I've had... she's an evil school mark. Basically, I have some pretty strong opinions about, you know, traffic safety and all that stuff, being a bicyclist. I've had some stories where if I have to come back from a friend's house at 2 in the morning, and I've got my lights on and everything, and I'm following all the rules and staying in the lane and everything, and I've noticed that the caliber of drivers tends to dip pretty dramatically under certain conditions. And it's definitely gone down over time. I'd say over the last 10 years or so. It's just gotten steadily worse. And I don't know if it's like, it's probably not substances, but it's probably distractions, smartphones and things. It's so weird that I think that's why I keep coming back to this game, because there's 24 characters and none of them are slapdash or shallow or anything. They all have backstories. They all have they have unique talent trees. They've got tons of texture. The Emperor is the worst type of vermin. Good guess. The villagers believe you, speak wise words, and promise to spread your wisdom. The crew show great knowledge of character. if I provoke them, I get an encounter, and encounters are very profitable. So let's just go ahead and anger them. Yeah, see, I get extra study tokens for encounters, and that's what the daily is, so... Sorry, guys. You all get dunked. Tirka Dojo's here! Hello, hello. What is Tirka up to today? A cultist simulator? Now, cultist simulator, where did I hear about that game before? I think via Simic was recommending that to me, wasn't he? Cultist simulator, is that a management game or is it a card game? Murdering rebellious villagers, pretty much. Yeah, Agatha can clock out this guy, I think. Yeah. Ooh, that makes us hostile. Big surprise. Atis, how far is this? 1, 2, 3. No, not you. Oh my god, the guy's name is you. I'm gonna have so many you puns. 1, 2, 3. I think Hatis can survive one hit here, right? An RPG that uses cards. Oh, okay. A good victory. Ah, I see. And is it a I guess it's difficult. Does it have any randomness to it, or is it a linear campaign? We are just the worst. These aren't even soldiers. Does this guy even justify a piercing shot? I think he does. Well, it's a good thing we can do that too, because these characters are a little bit squishy. Alright, more attack power for Agatha. You're glad that these villagers disagreed with you. Now you get to show them how you really feel. Yep. We are the worst. He recognizes the patrol pattern because he's a level 1 tactician. Got it. Bit of RNG. Memorizing and discovering formulas that advance the story. Now, with a title like Cultist Simulator, does that mean you're the good guys or the bad guys? Wait for 10 seconds, run 90 feet west, and then crouch 50 feet north. Walk? No, wait. Wait, run, crouch. Okay. Wait, run, crouch. Got it. You will step out to tell the patrol how they can improve. Again, if you pass these skill checks, you can skip the encounters, but the encounters, the way I have my perks set up, I need more encounters because they give me research. So, get dead, nerds. Now we want to set the tone to hostile so that Agatha will be more powerful, I think. You sacrificed a few believers here and there, but you know. Yeah, whenever I'm responsible for a death in a video game, I just tell myself that there's all sorts of causes. I mean, everybody gets a cause of death, right? So that person might have slipped on a banana peel. I got hit by a bus later, so it's not really my problem. Can this commander reach us in one turn? He cannot. That's good. So, Hatis, you should just aim, right? Well, she could either aim or she could buff somebody. Let's aim. Alright. Oh, are you guys getting in a perfect straight line? Perfect straight line for piercing shot? Just asking. Oh no, she can't use it if she's adjacent to an enemy. What's the damage preview on this? Alright, I think we're gonna need you to buff her attack power first. Renowned Explorers. What? Wait a minute, wait a minute. It wasn't a game crash, was it? I've never seen this game crash. You had to... I think there's autosaves. Let's see. You felt really bad. Yeah, you know what? There's a whole bunch of people that live and die and don't contribute anything to a great cause or campaign. So you're actually doing them a service. Okay, good. That just brings us to this last encounter. I got it. Wait, run, crouch. Oh wait, no. Oh, I see. Those responses get swapped into a different order, don't they? Is this the exact same layout? It is. Okay, good. All right, so blow this guy up. Clock this guy out. Quetcha! And then Hatis, you should aim. There we go. Let's see if they line up again. They better line up again. I don't know if there's any randomness to their clever. Oh, stand on a perfect line, please. Oh, that's not a perfect line, but it's close enough. All right, Hatis, you go there. You, Encourager. Yes, naha. And then that should cause her piercing arrow to do something sexy like this, right? Now the commander's scary, but we can reduce his attack power by using Terrify, so let's do that. That reduces his armor as well, because he's got this Aghast debuff. Alright. Please don't kill Agatha. Nah, she's fine. Everything's fine. We could big boom him, right? And Hatis still has her encouragement buff on. She just clocked this guy out? I think she can. Okay. I haven't had a victory in this yet. Not sure how long a playthrough lasts. Excellent question, Tirka. That is the... I was hoping somebody would ask me that. I had my first honest-to-God win about 2 hours ago. And a playthrough is about 2 to 3 hours, I would say. It's... I guess I would say it's comparable maybe to like FTL. Which I think I'm starting to suspect it's highly modeled after. Yeah, there we go. More research. So the way it works is you can win the game. Every game consists of 5 zones, and you can choose how difficult those zones are. But you only win the run if you end up with 2,500 renown, which is this purple number up here. And so if you choose all of the easy zones, you can survive but not win. And if you choose all the hard zones, then you just instantly die, basically. So it's a very awkward balancing act of how much challenge you're comfortable with. So it's 5 tiers of zones. Each tier has 3 options in it. And so like the most conservative run would be like 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. But you're almost certain to lose the run there because the renown you get from those treasures is not quite enough. And the most aggressive run would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the tier 5 runs have extremely challenging combat, and it's really hard to gear up. You have to make a lot of really tough decisions about what sort of weapons and armor and perks you get, and because there's so little time. Now you can do marathon mode where you do all 15 zones in whatever order you want, and that disables achievements. But it's super fun to do because you can make these absolutely monstrously overpowered characters because they're staying alive a lot longer than they should. And you can like max out everything, get epic legendary everything. Let's get some... Ooh, this is tough. I need research, but I also like supplies. Let's see here. Does this place have a side quest, I think? Oh, this is the Rebel City. Okay. Oh wait, the Slay the Spire have in this mode? How did I not know that? Oh no, don't pay them supplies. Oh, they want us to go get the hero relic. Okay. There's a search party, and they're right there. Oh, maybe we could do that. That's a pretty worthwhile quest. Let's go pick on this patrol. 100 gold pieces for the man who brings me the burned remains of the relic. Don't let our glorious ruby down. What a jerk. Okay. I think we can deal with these guys. So, in Slay the Spire, what are the other zones past the third one? Do the enemies like scale up at all, or do you just keep collecting more and more stuff and go crazy? Ooh, I don't like this. I kind of want to spend a turn buffing. In fact, let's do exactly that. Let's have the fighters buff each other. These guys can't actually... Oh god, they can actually reach us. Eek. Well, rip Agatha, I guess. I didn't do that correctly. Agatha's tough, she can take it, right? Oh, I see, you loop 1 to 3 over and over. Okay. Excuse me, good sirs, did you just stand in a line again?
Good job.
Now she didn't have a chance to actually aim focus there, which is kind of bad, but at least she took a number of them out. Alright, I can probably finish off the remainder with a lecture. How far does lecture go? We can't quite get that guy, unless she backs up one. Let's big boom this guy because that'll stun him.
Yappa?
Yappa indeed. Now, lecture, what's the zone on it? I feel like I should be able to get all 3 of these guys, right? No? Nope. Okay, I can get 2 of them. But he gave me the yep. He told me he was actually here a little bit ago, and then he said he had to go to bed. Amazingly, everybody showed restraint.
Good job.
And of course, it's really no fun muting him if he's not here. Is it possible to time out somebody that's not in the chat room? I don't know. We broke their minds. Oh, that's right. We did too much insult damage there, didn't we? Okay. Did you hear what Agatha said about my tunic? It's a proud heirloom that I got from my grandmother. Go use that rag to wipe your tears, sucker. Now where's the hero's relic? Alright, it's right there. Oh, good. Whoa, this is super lucky. They're so close to each other. The hero's relic has been stashed away in the hero's tomb, deep inside the mountains. That's a pretty uncreative place to hide it, but Agatha guesses that it makes sense. Alright, oh, and we got a campfire ready. Let's do that. If you scroll up and chat and do it, okay. It's very important that we have all of our Biosimic muting powers ready to go. Oh, you get... Oh, negative relics. Wow, maybe I want to try that Slay the Spire Endless. It's just for wackiness. I think some of the daily runs in Slay the Spire are so wacky too. Four genetic algorithms. Oh, that's right. Yeah, some of those aren't really not meant to scale forever, are they? So fantastic. All right. Can we actually obtain this thing?
I gotta head out, my dude. Have a good stream.
Oh, thanks so much, Chica. Enjoy the cheer. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Glad to see you. Enjoy your evil cult machinations. And I hope you have a great weekend. You can relax. Less complaining, more working. Oh dear. 55%. Let's do it. Oh god damn it! Oh, it's hard work. Not there yet. Oh, we're gonna have to go buy some supplies. I think we can buy supplies from the trading post. Awesome. Let's go. Go on. One crew member must squeeze through first. Agatha argues that traps are the most obvious threat. Someone for a quick thinker to solve. You argues that these tombs are guarded by spirit guardians. A beguiling charmer might bar it for safe passage. Hatis boldly volunteers to go first because she's brave. Something happens. Oh no, she got the beguiler one. She's not good at this. 29%, 29%. 29%! Oh, Hatis, you absolute superstar. The spirit guardian carefully agrees. Yes, you were quite handsome and charming. Everyone knows charming people are cool. Please go ahead. Alright, the hero's tomb must be really close. This is the hero's tomb. A magnificent war banner that is placed above it. This must be the hero's relic. The crew marvels at the treasure in awe. Then a bunch of Imperial guards bust in. Searchers must have notified them of this location. We must burn the hero's relic. The Empire will persist. Yikes. Well, not yikes. We know how to deal with these guys. Oh, that's really great that she got the 10 armor buff. Tease. I'm thinking like if we fireworks these guys, then we can kill them in 2 groups. Yeah, for sure. Let's see, we have 1 point at stake for mood switching. Let's go ahead and maybe try some deviousness.
Yappa.
I think a striker, yeah. The strikers, they don't have much health, but they do hit back pretty hard, so I'm glad we can get them off the field. Let's see. Agatha could probably do a lot of damage up here. Can she hit 3 people? Absolutely. Okay. That gives us provocation, and then if we switch it back to hostility, then we should get the bonus point. Let's see. The commander's got some physical armor. We gotta be a little careful with him. Oh, pro dodge. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was getting ready for Matisse to be in trouble. Is there any way to do a piercing shot here? I think she's too close to these guys. Yeah. I think you enjoys those a little bit too much. She's actually doing more damage with sadness. Pampacha, indeed. Agatha's all out of AoE stuff, but that's fine. This guy's stunned. Oh, he's switching to escalation, but he's stunned, so that is fairly immaterial. And stay down. With those knuckleheads defeated, you can safely take the hero's relic. That's 2 insight. Ooh, that's fantastic. 2 discoveries right out of the bat. Oh, this is fantastic. A fantastic treasure indeed. If you show it to the people of Vilcabamba, the last city of the heroes, they will surely be grateful. They were worried about legendary treasure and might have been lost forever. What an adventure! Incan tombs, the chase to a forbidden treasure. This journey will surely impress the good ladies and gentlemen at the renowned explorers. Yep. Now, our supplies are a bit of a problem, though. Good. We're still ahead on victory points. Okay, so we can get back to Vilcabamba using 2 supplies, and then I think we can pay to go to the trading post where we can buy more supplies. They've got a mad run. Hattis will save you from being trampled because she's a quick thinker. Alright. Oh no. Calm down the llamas, of course. Well, we get more research if we're aggressive with them. However, being aggressive with these llamas is dangerous, I think. So we may have to stay this. So that doesn't do much damage, but it sets the tone to persuasive, and it also, they've got fairly good physical armor too. So it gives it low speech defense, which means that you should be able to finish it. Ooh, maybe finish it? I'm gonna have Hattis. I don't even know what I want her to do really. I'm just gonna have her focus over here. Well, hold on a second. Let's undo your movement. Let's see the outcome of this attack first. Yes, I am a brave and dapper explorer. My specialty is confusing llamas, by the way. Alright, that should keep our defenses up for a little while. But these guys, I think they have a lot of movement and a lot of range. They're kind of dangerous. Yeah, if they choose to focus down a guy, there's not much we can do about it. Alright, well, Hattis can do a lot of business here. Let's see. Okay, we can take out these two with a concerted effort. I don't necessarily want to switch to escalation quickly, though, because Yu is in trouble. Hopefully they'll take the bait and go after Agatha. Maybe we'll have actually... Oh no, you can't use that square, can you? Does he want to go over there to heal? Let's see, he's got 18 health left. I think he kind of needs to. Let's have her stand there and stand here. That gives him the healing square, and then as his action, he can buff up her attack. There we go. Alright, now the only AoE that Agatha has here is Lecture, and that's actually good because that'll shift us right back into a tense. It's like psychological warfare against these llamas. They don't know what to think. Oh man, they're really focusing down you, aren't they? Oh, I didn't think that they could make it there, but I guess I cleared out so many of the panels. That's a shame. Let's try to get the aggressive finish so that we get the extra research. Because obviously smacking a llama in the face with a cane is good for science. What did you do to my llamas? Oops, time to go. Hashtag not our problem. Okay. Hatise leveled up. Let's see. Give her extra quick thinking. Well, she doesn't need predictability. She needs combustion. Here we go. So now she's level 3 quick thinking, level 3 engineering. Pretty good. Let's use our campfire. Work the wits. Get an encounter token for every tactician, beguiler, and quick thinker in your crews. That's with 5 encounters. That's not bad. Level 2 quick thinkers gain 5 speech. Pretty good. Ooh, 8 collect, 8 study. This is what we're doing. The crew feels inspired. Hatise and you have been discussing technological possibilities all day. Topics like combustion, electrics, and automata are debated with vigor. When the crew combines their efforts at night to create something new and useful, the results reflect the crew's expertise. It's a lot of money and a lot of research. Okay, so here's Vilcabamba. Let's go turn in the quest and see if they'll take us to the trading post. We got it. Yep. Extraordinary. Who would have thought that it'd be such a beautiful banner? The legends tell that those who find a hero's relic are destined to keep it. Just allow us to copy the pattern and then bear it proudly like the hero you are. Thank you. Travel to the trading post. The plagued city of Laktapata. Have I been there before? Prosperous place. Now, this lady gives us supplies, right? 4 supplies for 1 resolve. There we go. Probably gonna do that twice. I hate doing it, but... Trading post. Okay. Well, oh, I guess there's supplies here. There's the boss. This must be the plague city, Lakapatata. Should probably stop trying to pronounce these things. Let's just do a circle around the boss. Dozens of soldiers angrily face the crew. This does not bode well for you. Pitchfork party. Oh, wow. Diplomats and tacticians. Oh, they have to be level 3 or better. Yikes. Nope, run! The soldiers don't look very convincible. I better use some fleet-footed diplomacy. The crew runs away from the dozens of soldiers, but luckily they give up the chase quickly. At least you have something to tell back in London. Yep.
Hey.
Let's go to Technique Challenge. A ramshackle bridge stretches over the canyon. The other side looks promising. Hatis even sees glittering of something valuable. However, Agatha doesn't trust the bridge. Okay. Hatis can fix the bridge. She's a level 3 engineer. Nice. He doesn't need to invest in infrastructure. Hatis performs an act of philanthropy and fixes the bridge for free. You're rewarded for Hatis' generous act. The other side of the canyon holds an amazing emerald. Nice. So we do have 8 supply. Let's maybe loop around here, get a little bit of fame since we're short on fame. You're gonna talk some sense in him. Awesome. He's a terrible leader, and he knows nothing about running a country. It's a hasty conclusion, but fame is fame. That's right. Tactically prepared. Mess these guys up. We really have to punch this guy out. There's an alternate resolution, I think, if you finish this friendly, but since it's a daily run, we got to do what's we got to do. If Agatha shows up, you just know you're not gonna have a good day. All right, so we're gonna buff up Hatis and then also have her focus, since she's basically death incarnate at this point. Are you standing in a perfect line for a piercing shot? Asking for a friend? Oh, I don't think they are because... Oh man, this is like trying to use beam weapons in FTL, isn't it? So she can hit 2. She can't stand here because piercing shot does not work if you have an adjacent enemy. So maybe Agatha will soften them up first because right now we've got the mood benefit. Oh man, look at this. Look at Agatha, man. Agatha's... She's terrible. Okay. Hatis. Now she has this perk. What's this perk? Oh, the Hag MVP. Totally. Yep. MVP for her. Now I think Hatis gets extra attack power when we're being devious, so this should do a good amount of damage. $75 good. Now, this guy's got pretty high armor, so just finish him off with the dynamite, I guess.
Good job.
More research. Good riddance. Snitches like that should be taken care of. Alright, so we've got 6 supply. Let's do a loop around the capital, I guess. Let's see if there's any good... Nothing of interest here. Guava trees! Yeah, they're gonna go to hell. And in this game, emotions are so powerful that sort of thing is pretty significant.
Hey, hey.
More supplies. Now, these are attached to a nature challenge, which makes me a little bit worried. Hatis... Ooh. Ooh, 44%. She has one level of survival, but it's not camping. So that only puts her up to 44. I think that's too risky because we're going to lose resolve if we do this. Let's just camp in a safe spot. Okay, so force supply, can we go one? Oh no, this doesn't connect to anything if we go up here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I'm glad I checked. We can go 1, 2, 3. That's probably the best we're gonna get. Let's tread carefully. The Emperor's a great leader. No, he's actually a terrible leader. Okay. You can befriend those guys, but it's more better strategy to be aggressive. Just combats give you resources. Okay, so let's see. Do we want to enrage these guys? I wonder. They have a fair amount of speech defense. Let's see, Agatha's got good speech.
Ahem, ahem.
That puts us into provocation, which is good. Now, if he leaves the field while he's enraged, does that count towards this requirement here? Let's hope so. Got 3 more coming in. Oh, we don't want her to do that because they're actually too strong against sadness. Give this guy a little bit of mixed signaling.
Good.
I gotta be a little bit careful with that maneuver, though. Oh, that doesn't actually put him into or enraged, does it? Dang it. All right. Well. Agatha, how well can you tank these guys? You do have 40 armor. Oh wait, we don't want to do this either. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna work with the putting them into enrage. It's only 1 victory point though, we don't have to worry about it. Pata indeed. Alright, can we encourage Hetis? Yeah, we can. They're gonna keep standing in a line like this. I've got a solution that may just work. 109 damage? Okay, well. Broke their minds. Okay. That gets extra grit for you. That's actually pretty good. Alright, 2 more. Charles is here? Oh, no, wait. It's Charles' dad. Yep. Alright, lost time. Now, I don't know if we have anybody that can sneak. We could bribe them with 4 coins. She does have better than even odds. I really don't want her to lose a bunch of armor. At 68%, that's better than 2 out of 3. Do we take the risk? All right, Hatis, we believe in you. 68%. Do it. Hatis. Oh. All right. She opens a side window, and we all sneak in. Got it. And the Emperor. Okay. Just, yeah, that was a little bit scary. A little bit scary. Ooh. We don't need to overthrow you. A heart attack will, Blubberface. Oh, wow. So if you have a character who's mean, then they get this extra option. +5 speech. The Emperor is not impressed. I will have none of this. Round them up for punishment. Got it. Alright. Well, I think we can deal with this guy. We've got a good combo of stuff. Although he is right freaking here. He's not going to give us time to, like, buff up or anything. Do we want to use this healing ground, or do we want to back up and... I feel like it's safer to back off a bit, because these guys can't move for the rough terrain super well. These are the guys with quite a lot of health. Let's set the tone to hostility. Well, actually, we can stun one of these guys, can't we? They're in a line. Her piercing shot takes a couple turns to set up. I can't do it right now. Now it sets the tone to hostility, which means Agatha's terror works better. And I don't really want Agatha to be tanking everything, but 2, 3. That might be the safest move. Because Hatis can snipe from over here. And these commanders, I think they don't respawn. Ouch. Oh good, he's buffing all their attacks. Okay. Now we definitely want to knock some of these guys out. I would like to sneak a heal in on Agatha as well. He doesn't have any physical armor. We could sadden him quite a bit. Also... Oh man, yeah, so Agatha can do plenty of damage. Let's not worry about that part. I just want to kind of outpace them a bit. In fact, she could do her damage from really far away, so maybe we'll do that. And then you can do a little bit of healing. It's only 8, but sometimes that's enough. And then Hatis. Where do we want you? Go for the snipe finish. There we go. Alright, so we got the big scary commanders down, but now the rest of the team is moving. Alright, now he's confident. Is he gonna actually reach us? I forget what the total range on that gun of his is. I think it's pretty bad. We probably are going to want to see how many people can actually reach him. I think it's probably safer to just shift away from him. Can Agatha take a direct hit? That's a big question too. Let's get this guy's armor down. Oh wow! Oh no, these are the weak guys. Maybe I overplanned for this. Let's see. Let's see. Man, she could wreck him out any number of ways. Get the confidence off of him. So Agatha's the one in danger here, but strangely, she's got probably the best armor. Let's definitely focus. I'm hoping that they just take up spots so the Emperor can't reach us. Oh, that guy's confident. This is better. Yeah. Oh, he can go through the trees. Oh, that's not cool. Alright, so... Here's a question. Who's got... physical attacks? Now, let's see. Let's preview Hatis's damage here first. It's extremely good. So she's going to stay there. What we want to do is get the boss's armor down. See if we can enrage him first. Oh, this is risky because then that other guy's coming too. That's still not quite enough, is it? Well, wait a minute. Undo movement. You can just do that from here, can't you? I was hoping to get to the healing spot, but I can't without getting within range of this guy, which I definitely don't want to do. So, that'll get him almost down to neutral. Get him more so down to neutral. And Hatis, you should definitely do this. 94, 91, okay. Alright, so the Emperor is now tame. Nice, yep. Hatis is a monster. Now, I would love to get Agatha over here. She can heal a bit. I don't know if we can heal her. We might just have to let her get knocked out and then revive. How far can this guy go? Not very far. Let's get the boss into fear so that that'll reduce his attack power. That puts his attack power down to 19. That should be a little more manageable. Oh, he's not even attacking. He just likes to keep buffing his dudes. Okay. Alright, well, we got 2 pieces of healing here. I don't think that's quite enough to... you needs to heal. Wait a minute. His firecrackers, does that decrease attack power? All targets get startled, which is negative speech defense and negative attack for 2 turns. Yeah, let's do firecrackers. Yeah. There we go. And And then Hatis, amazingly, she's not injured yet. Do a minor heal. Although healing for 8 or 9 hit points is not really gonna solve this whole problem, is it? Oh, so he just reflipped his gun. Okay, well, Lecture's back up, so we can definitely get rid of his, Okay, that'll, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely Lecture. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. In fact, we can all camp in heal spots. I think it's over, right?
Mama!
Oh man, no KOs. And these characters do not have good armor. Long live the revolution. The dictator's defeated. Get the Imperial Garb. Let's see. Survival, rogue. We don't have a survivalist. We don't have a rogue. I guess we just take a bunch of study. That's a lot of research. This is good. But who's going to be the new emperor? Let's see. You haven't played Rimworld since May. I think you should definitely stream it. What about Wana Kapak, the rebel leader? That's right, we did the side quest earlier, which means we get the good resolution. The brave rebel leader, Wana Kapak, will make an excellent leader. He already has an impressive track record, and many cities support him as a leader. Call him to the court. He's thrilled. Finally, our people will be free. I'll lead the people with dedication and perseverance. And Agatha, thank you for helping the Inca people. I want you to have this Inti statue as a token of my gratitude. A new treasure. Oh. 2 discoveries. All Scouts King Grit. Oh, this is a tough decision. These are all amazing. Incan treasures. Well, the daily is discoveries, so we're definitely going to do that. That was quite the adventure, toppling a government and everything. Yep. Okay, this is a good. This was a good South America run. Alright, get a couple points for our renown. Three treasures from one zone. That is pretty good. Don't have a lot of money though. This is a bit of a problem. We did get a lot of encounter tokens. I'm hoping the encounter tokens will shape up our money a little bit. Yep. This channel is all about streamer shaming. That show off is at it again. Okay. I'll take the challenge. Alright. I don't think this group can go to a tier 4 or a tier 5, but we can do tier 4s at least. Okay, so Timbuktu. Let's see. I think we want the Sydney shot because that will give us the gloves that are really great against enemies that are debuffed. It's good for aggressive teams. Ooh, more victory points. Alright, good. Okay, so get 2 students, 2 specialists. You leveled up. Let's see. Well, we already have somebody with piloting, so let's get him tactical guerrilla. Alright, artillery, tactics. Okay, got it. Okay, so fame-wise, we have to get 2 specialists and 2 students. I'm thinking we want to get the students first, even if that costs us the other one. Just because that synergizes. 2 specialists. Now, are there any specialists that are that cheap? I don't think there really are. Maybe get 1 specialist. Tactics, offense and defense. We can get him offensive tactics. Let's do that. I prefer skiing over fighting. What's it teach? Okay, you will learn tactical offense. All right. I think that boosts his damage too, right? Let's see. Yeah, each point of tactician gives you 1 attack and 3 armor class. So his physical armor is actually pretty good now. Artillery, guerrilla, weapons expert, offense. Okay, he's fine. So if we can get, what's the cheapest specialist? These are all 150. Is there any chances of us getting up to 150 fame? It seems like it's worth doing. Extra research from encounter tokens. Yeah, definitely that. Or just more insight. Or archaeologist or diplomat. Oh, we need to get archaeology for sure. Okay, let's see. What's the cheapest archaeology specialist? Dr. Elgard. That would be 280 fame. I don't know if we can get it. That's a shame. No, this one's 300. How do we get 300 fame? I wonder if it's worth doing. Let's see. I guess we can only get 1 of these. And if I have to choose one, I'd rather have the toolkit. Not. Alright, so we take Agatha to Pagoda. Alright, that's 4 discoveries. Now, how efficient is it to do? This is going to be inefficient because we don't have a speaker. I think if we could get a speaker, that would be good. I don't want to spend my insight in that way, though. Is there a really cheap way to get archaeology from an item? There's one there. It's fairly expensive, though. Yeah, let's not worry about that. Let's not fuss over that too much. Let's just focus on discoveries. Well, I mean, we can get it now. Okay, toolkit. That'll help a lot. Okay, so what's left? Can't use that much research for anything. So let's go to the Outback supplies. I feel like we could get really good. She's got master gloves. Good gloves, cheap gloves. How about we get purple gloves? Blue gloves. This would set up really good combos for people who are sad, or possibly terrified. Or one of each. He doesn't have any defense either. I feel like we need extra damage. Yeah, extra damage against sad targets. That might be the best combo. Because Agatha can put sadness on everybody. Let's see, we're a couple gold short of getting him some speech defense. Good memento. But I want to sell his stupid hat to do it. I'm probably going to go to Transylvania next, but this team might not have enough speech defense for it. Yeah, the defenses are pretty marginal. Hatisse is living entirely on her evasion. But that might just be how it's a low gold run because we're doing research. That might just have to be how we do it. So. Yeah, and this place offers research and it's good for engineers and quick thinkers, so go. Go. There's Dracula's castle. I think we have enough fear effects to deal with that. Let's see. Ooh. It's a nature challenge. We're not very good at nature. Do we want to go to this tower? Let's start here. Ooh. It's an armed automata. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you really need the automata specialty to get in here, don't you? I could use a toolkit to get up to 58, but that feels really premature. And if we fail, we lose all these supplies and speech defense, which basically dooms it. Let's just write a study on them and leave. Giant chicken footprints. Okay. Ooh, hugging trees. This is a beguiler check. We have no speaker in this team at all. We will hug some trees as well. A pack of wolves is huddled around an abandoned cart which holds some supplies and some valuables. Fight the wolves for the supplies, obviously. Wolves, they have a lot of good physical armor. They're weak against fear. I guess we want to set the tone to hostile so that Agatha's lecture would be stronger. Or do we want to outrun these guys a bit and buff up? I think we want to buff up because that'll allow us to make everything a bit stronger. Agatha just sits tight because the lecture gets stronger with each turn. I'm not sure that's a line exactly. Let's see. What does Hattis think about whether this is a line or not? Oh, it's definitely a line for two of them at least. Let's soften them up with the lecture first. And oddly... Oh, I should have set the tone first. I didn't. Okay, well, we're provocative now. Or puppers. Well, they're probably vampire puppers. But the wolves defeated, you take all the supplies and valuables in the cart. That's only it's one supply. On a refund. Agatha levels up. Alright, she definitely needs more archaeology. Symbolism. Okay, I'd like to get these supplies too, but they don't actually connect to anything. This is really misleading. This whole right side of the map doesn't connect to the left side of the map. This is the cultist's hideout. Show your worth, of course. Okay, so, ooh, these guys are super tanky. So do we want to go left and mow through the guys that have low health? Do we want to go right and get started on the super tough guys? They have low movement, so I'm thinking we want to outrun the little nerds. Oh man, if Agatha just had one more square movement. I suppose she could maybe do a... She could do a friendly attack. Just to throw them off a little. They'll give us a speech defense buff. Maybe that's for the best. Let's see, would Big Boom finish this guy off? Yeah, definitely. Do we want to keep that in the pocket, or do we want to just get him off the field altogether? We don't want to use physical attacks yet, because we're going to get escalated. We can get two guys off the field and at least not have a defense penalty. It's probably for the best. Wait, what? A masochist cultist? Lord Afro's off to bed? Okay, thanks for stopping by, Lord Afro. Enjoy your sleep, get some rest. He gets extra armor when he's being humiliated. Got it. Oh no, she's not good at taking insults. In fact, this team is not really good at healing or supporting in any way whatsoever. Ooh. Agatha can clock out this guy in one hit. Let's do that for sure. The two of you together, can you deal with this guy? He gets a lot of speech power. I'm really worried about Hatis. You should get as far away from these guys as possible. He's immune to sadness. Oh no. Oh, I suppose she can do a physical attack though, and that's not gonna set the tone. Oh, that guy can move so far. Yikers, yikers. Okay, well. This guy is... Can this guy reach her there? No. He's weak to impress. That's actually works out well for us. Sets us back to persuasion. I guess that's okay. You is definitely gonna have to revive Hatis. Would sadness work on? Well, sadness will decrease his speech power. That's probably worth doing just all on its own. Oh, it actually won't because it doesn't shift him far enough into negative, but... Yikes, okay. Okay, good. The guy can't reach us. His weakness is Excite, which is a little unexpected. We should probably have Agatha finish this guy because everybody else is a better healer. His Terrify. He's still got 38 freaking health. Let's have these guys just, whoops, not like that. So we can do 2 minor heals.
Oh.
Should stop anyone from actually getting one shot by this dude. Wow. Okay. Well, Hatis can inflict sadness, which will cause use weapon to be very strong. And also cause his speech power goes down to 26. Okay. I could also terrify him even more. That's probably the best thing to do because then he misses his whole turn. Oh, and then his armor goes down because of our Research perk. We can probably terrify finish, right? Should make a devious encounter.
Ahem, ahem.
Agatha gets some speech power, that's good. You heard about the coughing? Kind of. Yep. One crew member must stay on guard. You stays on watch. He's got... tactics. Okay, got some gold. Not bad. Let's see. This is 1 and 2. Ooh. Matisse makes a local delicacy. Matisse cooks a wonderful local delicacy called sarma. Everyone's impressed by the taste of sarma, especially Agatha, who became emotional about it, increasing Agatha's speech defense for the rest of this expedition. Nice. Wow, how did we lose all of our supplies just right out of the gate like this? Hope we draw a supply card. Oh. 7 encounter tokens, that's probably the best one. Yeah, our encounter tokens are buffed up pretty well right now. A spirited debate. The crew members are all using their wits to argue the best use of gold and fame they've collected. Agatha even makes a personal attack in the heat of it all, insulting Yu's approach and intelligence. I don't need to go back to explorer school. The argument does wind down, and both come to a united conclusion. However, Yu's pretty salty about Agatha's insult. Oh. Token is a token. Wow, how did we get down to 1 freaking... Yeah, we don't want to go this way. We may get more supplies, but this is totally cut off from the boss encounter. Let's see. I don't want to lose resolve. Ask politely if you can see the document. This is a beguiler check. We don't have it. Here's some potential supplies. I'll do 1 for 4. Group of cultists is marching towards you. Hattis can quietly sneak away. 57% because he's a scout. We don't want to lose resolve here. Let's go ahead and use our toolkit. 82%? She better not fail this. What? Agatha does kind of have a Muppet voice. I can't unhear that now. Alright. Okay, this will get us to the boss at least. An interesting lecture.
Woohoo!
Go 0-2. Okay, this is good. Medieval fort. Approach the fort. Most of villagers. Ooh. He was better prepared. Because he's a level 3 tactician. Wonderful. Ooh, we don't want to do this aggressive, do we? Okay. Yes. Alright, these villagers that are against fear and sadness, we can do that a bunch. These ladies are scary though, because they've got guns. We probably want to establish a safe spot over here, don't we? If we can. Let's preview her damage. It's pretty good. Okay, now we got provocative, which means we are going to dodge a lot, which is good. She's got pretty good speech defense. I care for that. There's not much we can do from this range, can we? I guess Agatha better just hold off. Do a big boom to make her lose her turn. Agatha's in trouble, though. You got range 3. There's no way to get her out of there. That's kind of just where she started. Oh man, look at her just holding the line. I could really use a couple dodges right about now. This guy's sad. Could use physical attacks against some of them. Just not too much. And of course, this guy camped the heal spot, didn't he? Yeah, let's just get Agatha out of there. Natis can clear up that spot at least. You. Gosh. He's got the better physical armor. Oh, they're switching to tents. Okay, got it. Oh man, these guys are working me over. I didn't realize they were so strong. Man, he's just barely hanging on there. Okay, somebody's got to revive Agatha. Really don't want to start into the physical attacks because that would just put us into provocation, wouldn't it? Okay, now Agatha hit all 4 of these. Totally. That'll put their speech power down at least. Hatties, does she have enough speech power left to take out at least one of these guys? Okay, we can get one. She's gonna basically just live on some lucky dodges here, which is not great. Good. That fumble might have just saved us. Okay. And we lost our tactical preparation. Could maybe do a good piercing shot against these two ladies just because they have no armor, but then we have to very quickly switch the mood back. That could work. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, well, we don't want an aggressive. We don't want an aggressive finish, but I guess this is the only way we're gonna survive. Now, this guy could still beat us up, but I think Yu has his big boom ready. This thing's only got a 3-turn cooldown. This is great, so he can make him lose his full turn. And then by the time he snaps out of the stun, we can change the mood back to tense, so we won't be escalated anymore. Very, very good. Whew. That was really close. The militia stops resisting. Why are you so mean? What do you want to achieve with this? We're not just going to give up our national heritage, right? You can feel their morale starting to waver. It's checking for Beguiler Astonishing. Thanks. Agatha makes a decisive remark. This is just coming from her speech. Oh, she's getting plus 25% because she's pretty mean. It's still 53%. Alright, Agatha, good luck. Nope. Agatha's attempt backfires. The insults hurled at the militia are not strong enough to break their morale and even gives them a new boost. We've had just about enough of you. We're proud of our country. You better move and we won't miss our bullets this time. Careful of the renewed spirit. Agatha decides to move. Ooh. That's pretty nasty. We lost a bunch of resolve and didn't get much out of it. Alright, well, on to Dracula, I guess. Let's see. Agatha's a level 4 archaeologist. I think that lets you resist his mind control. Let's see. So let's go. Agatha looks around with interest. Oh, level 3 archaeologist. Got it. Hattis is oddly attracted. Okay. I'm really worried about this fight too. We've only got 2 resolve left. Diplomats and Beguilers. Nope. Secrets. Stay. Oh no, but this is a quick thinking test, so she gets plus 60%. And because Agatha pointed out the history of the Dracul family earlier, she gets plus 25%. She'll be fine. No! Hattis makes it clear that these explorers are your comrades and you will stick together. Think of the beautiful things we have to offer. Oh, we got plus 1 resolve for that. This encounter is still pretty scary though. I think the only way to really get through it is to just go full brutality. That servant in the middle is super scary. They can just charm the pants off of everybody. Let's preview Agatha's damage first. She can actually one-shot these things. That is extremely encouraging. You... Oh, he's got lower... Oh, he's got -1 movement because he ate too much in the buffet. Got it. Let's try to outrange them for a turn or two. This is kind of scary though. We don't necessarily want to tyrannize them, do we? These guys have physical armor. We don't want to go crazy with the insults, do we? They're weak against insults, but then it would set them to tyranny. Okay, so I guess we start with the physical attacks. We really need the speech defense. Alright, Erebers ruined the voice forever. I approve. Now, I know if Dracula approaches closely, you can blitz him down pretty quickly, but all of the enemies in between are pretty nasty. Okay, now we have to use our deviousness carefully here because... Hattis and you are very good at killing enemies that are sad. So maybe what we'll do, let's preview the damage over here. You could take out the 2 brown cultists really easily, but I almost want them to take out the middle one as well. We could actually stun the middle one. That's probably the best for him. Okay, good. That doesn't immediately set us to tyrannizing. Oh, can we do a 3-fer? Oh, Hattis, you beautiful Amazon. Look at this. All right. And then we can do a big boom, which is stun this guy. And we should be safe-ish. Oh wait, it didn't stun him and killed him outright. Okay, that's fine. What's our speech defense at? 47, 63, 31. Yeah, as always, Hattis is kind of living and dying by her evasion. It's just, it comes down to the enemy's target selection. Let's hope they don't... Ooh, he's switching to hostility. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, he enrages us. Okay. Ooh, there's only 2 of them left, though. Now that he's hostile, we want to be even more careful, though. We don't necessarily want to go to provocation. Or no, yeah, we do. We totally do, because that'll increase our evasion. I was thinking of something else. Okay. We could even go for like a devious finish, but he's easier to hit with speech, I suppose. Well, now his armor class is 0. It's probably best to fit in a physical attack. His voice is so funny. Hatis has 74 evasion now. That's pretty. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he enrages ice. Oh, he life drains. Got it. He life drains to get rid of our armor. We do want to get these guys off the field, don't we? No, they actually can't reach us. They got rough terrain, so let's ignore them. Agatha is just kind of the main MVP here for terror damage. Hatis can either continue to sadden him or... Yeah, his armor class is 0 either with terror or rage. That's a good setup. I kind of want to get the devious finish, so I think we get a better treasure for that. Yeah, that life drain is kind of obnoxious, but right. Well, did he actually outrun Agatha? Oh, that's obnoxious. How much health does he have left? 4. Down to 22, and the Yu's got a speech buff right now because he's still happy from eating at the buffet. Actually, Big Boom will do it, right? Because Big Boom is a fear effect. Finish off Dracula with the Big Boom. We broke their minds. The Count has burst into tears. Blah, I'm not cool anymore. I'm a worthless worm. I wish somebody could tell me how to be cool again and connect with the youth of today. A little bit of gold. Take the gold to leave him to perish in his tears. Well, Hatis is pretty cool and could help you. The Count lightens up. Oh, really? This is great. I could join your entourage and travel the world? I promise to be useful. I learned to connect with the youth again. What are they saying nowadays? Spiffy? Jolly? Wrecked? Another person convinced of you're awesome. Count Dracul joins your entourage. Oh, how badly could this go? And so you conclude your adventure in Transylvania. The crew will long remember this weird encounter in the Count's castle. Wait, I've never gotten Dracula to join me before. Is that because I was insulting? We got lots of secrets. We didn't get a whole lot of research. I felt like I was really pressed for supply there. Nice. Oh no, the Rivolo Center for Abandoned Llamas. No, we can't do a tier 5 with this group. Definitely not. Okay, welcoming city. Entourage Hall in Rio. Nope. New Orleans Equipment Shop, maybe. Although we got so little gold, I'm feeling super under-geared. We might be able to get this group through the Caribbean at least, though. We do have a good chunk of fame. Let's maybe check out Rio de Janeiro. No, let's do New Orleans, because we get an Entourage Hall in San Francisco. And the one in Rio, I think, is super expensive. It's meant for people that have tons and tons of fame. Fames. Okay. Improve the average resource output of your campaign tokens to 20. Where are they now? To 20. Yeah. Well, you get a pretty cheap journalist, right? Or no, not a cheap journalist, a hobbyist. Get some steam engines here. Extra encounter from aggressive. Yay, San Francisco, yes. You recognize any of these characters? Like the handsome Tuco? I'm not sure how to spend this fame. Saloon. Now, Pista Louise is pretty good, but she's way up there. To 20. Maybe we should get like one lobbyist. Maybe we should get like 2 lobbyists. After a study, we're gonna definitely get that one. Yeah, these 2 are fine. We're gonna knock these out of the park. So the question is, we probably just want to get some of the basic perks that we're missing, like engineering and archaeology. Or buff up the ones that we've got. Twice. Yeah. We could get barterers, that's probably the safest move. Like 2 of them. Escape artist and reflexes. Or students. I'm probably spending this fame all poorly. But I didn't get very much this run, so maybe we'll just get a helper. Like we can't get another student, but we could get like a trader. Alright, now what were we doing in our research? +1 encounter for a certain attitude. Do we want to be devious? I guess we should be devious for the next group, shouldn't we? Should we switch our gear altogether? Because I think we're going to go to the Caribbean and we don't... we're going to use less physical attack there. Because the boss is a ghost, right? Yeah, there we go. Next one is anthropology. That's going to cost 400. Okay, so it's time to use our insight. Probably not going to get that 400. Nice. Yeah, can't get 400 research, but it's still the daily conditions. So that's nice. 1,000 research, got it. All right, now we just have to gear up in such a way that we don't die. I focus a lot on not dying. I feel sad trading in these gloves, but we're going to be fighting a lot of enemies that have less speech defense. Maybe we should trade these in. These are each worth 300. Yeah, let's do this and get books instead. Can we get master books? We can. Alright, so for you, he's going to get a Master Book of Rage. Hatis is going to get the Master Book of Sadness. Spoiler alert, the puppy dies. Okay. And Agatha gets a Master Book of Horror. And let's maybe get a bit more defense if we can. Can't really. Maybe get some slightly better armor for Agatha. Or maybe a trinket. I feel like the armor is better, though. That comes from Moscow, is that right? Good armor. This team is so under-equipped. But I think if we go full insult, we could probably get through the Caribbean. Hatis is still really weak. She's going to get knocked out really easily. We've got 5 resolve. Oh well, way to find out. There's really no other preparation I can think of. We want our archaeologists with us, that's good. And there's lots of research to find there, this is good too, okay. This team could have probably gone through Indonesia the way the last team did, except that Indonesia doesn't have a whole lot of research available. Pirates! Hatis has been silenced. Fun. Alright, now we get extra... yeah, we can't be too fussy about our encounter resolutions now, we just have to use what works. So Hatis is silenced, that means that she, or no wait, no, she was, oh that's right, she dodged it, she's a quick thinker, okay. Okay, so, the blow dart there, These guys just have a lot of health, period. This is a problem. I feel like we really do need to get the dart blower off the map at least. I don't want to use... We're probably best off if we switch to Devious right away so that we can start evading attacks. Hopefully they stay in hostile so that we can get this poking the bear bonus. Alright, so we don't have the silencer on the group on the map anymore. Hatise is the soft target, so let's keep her out of here as much as possible. Which I guess we really can't. If they decide to focus down one target, there's not much I can do about them. You stop that right now. Oh, good. Good. Oh! Oh, 2 pro dodges. Awesome. Okay, so now we're in good shape. Let's I guess these guys have really high physical armor anyway, so maybe it's best that we just insult them to death. Should I focus down one of them, or should I? Agatha needs to go there to recover, and then she can use the long range. Oh, not quite, is it? Well, this is good enough. It's not the ideal lecture, but at least it keeps people in this high ground so we can recover. Oh, now they're switching to tension. Okay. Don't say mean things. She's terrified, but that's fine. Suppose I could have done an impress combo setup there because the mood is tense, but it doesn't really matter what sequence I do it in. He's going down. Yarr. We may be possessed abominations, but we're still pirates. Okay. Intimidate them. Oh, Hatise leveled up. Excellent. Okay. Ooh. Confident shot. The range of the piercing shot is doubled if Hatise is confident. Whoa. That's pretty cool, although we came to a zone where we had to kind of switch out of aggressive stance. Or sniper shot. Piercing shot gains 100% power if there's only one target. Oh lord, these are amazing. I guess we'll try sniper shot. It could come up. I think confident shot is a little harder to set up because it requires you to spend a turn encouraging her. And it's still just range, and she doesn't usually have a problem with the range. And finally, she breaks 50 HP at long last. Alright, let's go collect some research. Ooh. Hatix takes Agatha by the hand and everyone walks back as quickly as possible. Agatha snaps out of it, but has no recollection of what just happened. Damn. Alright, well, we do need to get some of the supplies back, don't we? There's an old crate of supplies. Fortunate! Okay, now, I'd like to go... Well... Oh, there's a potential treasure here, but... That's a nature check. This team is not good at nature checks. How much survival does Satis have? She has 1 level of survival. That's not enough for a tier 4 zone. We are good at wit challenges, though. See a desolated hut in the middle of the jungle with a light burning. You peek inside and see a voodoo pirate, but he's sculpting. It doesn't seem dangerous at all. Step in peacefully. Oh dear. This is a beguiler check? It's the one wit skill that I don't have. Ask if he needs help. We don't have a... So this game has 4 classes, and your team is 3 people, which means you're always going to be missing a class. And that missing class really, you know, defines what you have to skirt around. You can improve one's speech on this island if you put it on for a minute. What? Oh, okay. I guess you put... Well, let's see. Who could use a little more speech power? Probably you. You puts on a blue mask whose eyes light up. You hear the mask talking to you in a strange language. After about 10 seconds, the mask's eyes return to normal and it drops on the ground. It feels weird, but it was able to continue. Okay. As long as it doesn't go in a Jim Carrey direction. But, got 10 supplies. That's the flying ship. I forget how to get onto the flying ship. I think you need a lot of archaeology. Agatha has 4 levels of archaeology. Is that enough to get through it, I wonder? Let's see. I definitely need to save my toolkit for the boss. Approach in a friendly manner or approach in a hateful manner? We are hateful. Alright, everything is tense. These monkeys are pretty bad because they like to reduce everyone's speech power really quickly. However, they don't have any speech defense of their own, so we can kinda knock them out. We'll get ready for the high ground up here. That paper sound effect on Yu's wings is always so troubling. He can actually stun this one. Let's maybe do that. That stun ability is great. I didn't realize I had such a short cooldown. Alright, we can take this one off the map. And these ones shouldn't be able to reach us, right? Okay, Agatha, is there any chance that you could lecture both of them? Could. Okay, I don't know that I want to do that, but it's nice to know. You can definitely finish this one. Yeah, I do like the idea of them all having their speech power debuffed. And Hatis. I suppose we could probably do finish off one with a physical. Let's see, is her insult strong enough to kill it? It is. She could also probably do a piercing shot and do the same thing, right? That would set us to provocative, but I think I'm okay with one turn of provocative. Or escalation, that's the flip side of provocative. Okay. Oh, and he's switching to hostility. Okay, well. Fine. Heartbreaking. Matisse is so mean. The voodoo pirate smiles and bows, and his monkeys do the same. He apologizes that he has no time for a chat, but he will not alert the others. That's great. How did that happen? Alright, final campfire. What to do? More speech for Hatis would be great. More resolve. More study. So 8 study tokens worth up to 80 something research. I feel like we are gonna need the resolve to survive, but the study tokens we might need to actually get the daily requirement. Although the next benchmark is 1500, and I don't think either of us are getting that. Maybe the stories of suspense. That would give more speech to Hatis, and I think that might be the best thing to help us survive. She'll just hit really hard with her sadness. The crew's holding a special contest. Who can talk about their hairiest escape in the most exciting way? This exercise makes everyone tell their tales more proficiently. Matisse in particular feels inspired to speak of their adventures. Yeah, that was a weird decision, but I think it might work out. Pirate ship floating mid-air. Explore the ship. A survivalist would know how to use the surroundings. Hatis will try it. Okay. And then Agatha can do the... Ooh, this is 77%. I could use my toolkit, but I really don't want to because... we're gonna need it for the boss. 77%, alright. I believe in you, Agatha, come on. Agatha. Okay. Unbelievable. It worked. After doing a weird dance and chanting some obscure spells, Agatha and you start floating towards the abandoned room in the ship. It's a true miracle. Alright. This is amazing. The voodoo magic keeps it floating, and Agatha would love to take the whole thing with as a treasure, but it doesn't fit in the backpack, so we'll just take the Jolly Roger, add to our collection. Voodoo pirates only notice her when it's too late. Agatha has nabbed the Jolly Roger and is about to make a great escape with you. Oh, that's huge. Look at that. Discoveries. Oh, 3 discoveries? Oh, man. All those options are really great. If we get 3 discoveries, it'll roll over to the next benchmark for the daily. That's 8 victory points. So let's do it. Yeah, that was 100% worth it. Uh-oh. Hatis... 40% to avoid 2 resolve. Oops. Survival trapping. Percent. Alright, Hattis, good luck! No! Oh, the path chosen by Hattis was trapped by the voodoo pirates. While most of the crew manages to dodge the bullet, Agatha notices the trap too late and gets badly hurt. Is this the end of your expedition? Oh no! The crew quickly moves back to rescue Agatha and manages to escape before the horde of voodoo pirates surround you. You got the treasure, Jolly Roger, but at what cost? At what cost? Okay, I gotta be really careful with the resolve now. Okay, I think we're doing okay in victory points, but now we have a survival problem. I really want to find one more discovery. If we can. Alright, so we've got 7 supplies. This is gonna go 1, 0. Yeah, okay, this is a no-brainer. Agatha knows this is a place where a village must once have been. Excavating here could reveal some research. Agatha sets up a site. Excavation site is set up and Agatha as the leader, who determines where to dig. Soon enough, old foundations and items are uncovered. What a discovery. Alright, that's good. Smoke is rising from the horizon. After a short walk, you discover that it's a campfire with a bearded man next to it. You introduce yourselves and listen to the man's story. The man is a captain of a ship named the Stubborn Guppy, who was sailing towards America when many goods on board. All of the captain's crew either died or joined Captain Roche, but the captain is determined to continue his journey to America, where the island sinks once more while the ship floats. The captain has but one request. What's your request? He still has some supplies left, but one of his crates has gotten stuck high up a tree. If you could get it out, that'd be fantastic. -1 resolve. This is actually an engineering check. Makes a neat pulley, but Hattis, she's a level 3 engineer, and we're in a level 4 zone, so I guess it's not quite good enough. I don't want to use my toolkit here either, because we have to use that to clear out the boss ads, I think. It's a lot of resources, too. Well, these characters are all pretty much assholes, so laugh at the captain, take his supplies, and leave. You laugh at the bearded man's unfortunate situation. You push him aside and take all of his supplies. He will surely starve now. Ha ha! The overall tone and writing in this game is just all over the place, and I love it. Agatha really enjoys laughing at this unfortunate bearded man and feels a temporary speech boost. Agatha has a strong opinion about this and gets +5 speech for the expedition. Wonderful! So you see, you get rewarded for being as mean as possible. Okay, we've got 8 supplies. Let's loop around the boss layer here a bit. Do we want to go to a nature challenge? We're bad at these. Yeah, these all cost resolve. This island kind of bleeds resolve, doesn't it? Focus on just getting the valuable ones. This is a naturalist check. A wild deer with beautiful antlers in the woods. Oh no, voodoo pirates! Okay. Okay, we get some extra victory points if we finish them off with Rage. That I can do. Let's preview use damage. Wow, he can... Oh, that's right, he has a devious expedition buff, which means he can probably clock out a dart blower one ability. Yep. There we are. So that means she's going to be enraged for the rest of the encounter. Okay, so how many targets are left? There's actually not that many targets. Let's just get this guy off the map. Yar. If you're careful, you can distinguish between a happy pirate yar and a sad pirate yar. Well, that's a weird little life choice they made. I'm scared about this dart blower because if she silences you, then we can't get the rage bonus. So let's maybe just back off. Let them come out into the open. I don't think she has a 3-reach weapon. I think the dart blower is 2-reach, not 3-reach. We don't really need to heal or buff, do we? I think, yeah, if he can just enrage these. Okay, that's pretty good. So if he finishes off the last one, we might want to deliberately delay this guy for 1 turn now, because we need to have you be the finisher. We'll attack debuff. I don't know if he's going to use his weapon or not, but... doesn't have the option now. Okay, so if you does this, finishes it with rage, then we're good to go. Yarg! Good. I feel like these encounter tokens are going to help us nudge the renown over just a little bit. You bully the voodoo pirates away and are left with a deer. You take its antlers to sell later. Great! Suck it, Bambi. Alright, so how many approaches does this boss lair have? We want to use all these 6 supplies. A voodoo deer. Ooh, 72%. She does, so her survivalist does kick in here. Losing 2 supplies would be bad, but I think we could maybe deal with it. And 72% is an okay-ish number. Alright, Hattis, don't screw this up. 72, 72! Oh, good girl. Okay. With Hattis' survival instincts, the deer is soon caught. You take notes on the research from up close, and its antlers will make a nice trophy. Man, how many antlers does one person need? Okay, this way. There's a guarded hut. Luckily for you, the guards are busy insulting and chasing some voodoo monkeys. It's a weapons store. You don't have much time, so you take some valuable-looking ones, and with you, the expert tactician with you, you're certain that you'll grab the best. Oh, great. Use a tactician, right? Yeah, he's got level 4 tactics. Artillery, guerrilla, weapons expert, offense, good. Alright, so how do we want to use these 5 supplies? Can we go 2, 1, 2? This will work if and only if we don't have any sort of supply reducing events. I'm going to take the chance. 2, 1, 2. 2 plus 1 plus 2, that's 5, right? I feel like I've lost the ability to determine that. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. There's a red mask lying on the ground with a giant scar down the middle. The mask suddenly starts talking. I can teach one of you the art of battle. It's only useful on this island. Hattis puts on the mask for sure. Their eyes light up. You hear the mask talking to Hattis in a strange language. After that, about 10 seconds, the mask's eyes return to normal and it drops on the ground. These feel strange, but you can continue. Okay, I'm getting counter tokens. Don't think missed the clue reference. We do clue references around here. Okay, so now here's a scary question. If I go 1 plus 2, then I get to the boss with no supply shortage. If I go here, there's another encounter, which is of great benefit, and a chance of supplies, but then it's 1 plus 1 plus 2. So we really need these supplies. Let's make sure we don't screw it up. Steal some other supplies. Okay, good. Who will steal the supplies? Hattis. Oh, so we could fail this. Maybe this is where we want to use the toolkit then. Let's set up to 88, because we can't afford to have people starving. I shouldn't have come here. This is This is too risky. There we go. Okay. Good thing they didn't wake up. Yep. Oh, well, now he's 6 supplies. So, do we go 2, 1, 2? Yeah, that's probably right. 2, 1, 2. I'm not miscounting that, am I? 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna miss my toolkit now. A bird in a cage is being put on a pole. While the voodoo pirates dance around a bird, one of the pirates is reading spells from a spellbook. And the bird goes berserk and turns into a voodoo bird. That is scary and informative. They bring in a new recruit, a casual smuggler. Agatha studies the ritual. Ooh, 97%, because she's got archaeology. Oh, do it, do it. 97%. Don't screw this up, Agatha. I will flip this desk if you screw this up. Okay. Agatha studies the ritual and carefully documents the transformation from casual smuggler to voodoo pirate and the ritual that caused it. Once the ritual is over, everyone, including the recruit, leaves the area. There's a small box where items used in the ritual are stored, probably to keep voodoo monkeys from finding them. Rope, cloth, and a voodoo doll. Originals like these are incredibly rare and worth study. Treasure! Ooh. Okay. Not even a question. 8 studies. Continue your journey and realize even more now that some weird things are going on here. Oh god, you think? Oh, that was super lucky. Okay, we totally should have done that then. Okay, I have a really good feeling about the victory points. I don't have a very good feeling about anything else, but... You stumble upon a stone with some symbols. If somebody could translate what's written on it, you could decide if it has any kind of value. Agatha translates the hell out of that stone tablet. Look at this. 10% from being a scientist, 60% from being an archaeologist. Agatha puzzles a bit over the symbols and eventually comes to a conclusion. The stone describes how the villagers on this island got scared and left after voodoo rituals had been performed. The stone does have some value. That's great! Agatha gained a level from that? Oh my god, this is just... Okay, I don't deserve this stroke of good luck. Now, we could still die to the boss. If I die to this boss, I'm gonna be so mad, but... everything's going smoothly so far. So Agatha at level 5, she gets the parenting talent, which can cause her to terrify twice. Or she gets teacher's gossip. Agatha gains 10 speech power whenever you're being devious. Odd. You know, the more we learn about this German school that Agatha's from, just makes it sound like pure nightmare fuel. So do we want her to terrify twice, or do we want her to just have extra speech? Those are both pretty great. We're probably going to be devious for this entire boss fight. And this would buff up, this would have the option of buffing up her lecture ability. Re-educate teacher's gossip. Agatha's beastly. Okay, so we got 1, 2. Alright, better not be any supply loss here, or else I'm gonna... Seriously. You walk through the darkness of the night and see some glowing plants. You try to pick them, but they're spectral. What a rare find. Alright, now I'm really worried about the skill check to get rid of his ads here. Onwards. We have waited patiently another 50 years on this cursed island, withstanding the horrible smell and depressing humiliation of the voodoo monkeys. Finally, we will emerge once more so that we can take our revenge on the Spanish. So sharpen your blades, clean your blowpipes, and practice your spells. Soon we will sail our ghost ship toward Havana and cause chaos. Okay, so peaceful distraction. I sussed this out during the last attempt. I think the peaceful distraction is a survival check, because you have somebody set a trap and launch a flare over it. And then the violent distraction is blowing up some barrels. Let's do the violent distraction. You look around the empty, non-guarded buildings and camp in search of things you can use. Then Agatha spots several kegs of gunpowder. A plan is devised in which a large part of the encampment is blown to bits. Somebody needs to carefully... Oh, man, I really wanted my toolkit here, because this one puts us up to 86. 61% Hatis, because you have a bit of engineering. But again, we're doing a tier 4 zone, and she got tier 3 engineering. She's not really a scientist either, so not too surprising. This isn't working. 61%. That is such an awkward number. I have to try it, but... alright. Alright, 61%. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it! Hatis! Oh! My old man nerves can't take that kind of shit. Alright. Hatis places the kegs in strategic places, and then once the kegs are in place, lights the fuse. An enormous bang, followed by a mushroom cloud, wipes out much of the camp. Many of the voodoo pirates turn into strange purple smoke, and the only ones left are Captain Roach, who is strangely untouched despite standing close to the keg, and a handful of the voodoo pirates. It's time to confront him. Walk towards Captain Roach, who sees you and seems quite angry. Who are you? Was it you who caused this chaos? You look like Spanish dogs to me. Insult him. You insult Captain Roach, he yells. I have not waited 50 years to finally emerge and take my revenge on the Spanish just to be insulted by you. He and some voodoo pirates charge towards you. Okay. Okay, so I think we should be... I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're in the clear. Because he has fewer ads now. And they are... Yeah, he has very few ads. And I think he's weak to rage, which you is good at, and you has empowered rage. So let's go claim that... Let's go claim that high ground, or maybe loop around to this high ground. We've got options. Alright, I'm getting excited. We might want to scatter a bit too, because his AoE is pretty bad. If we can clock out the ads on turn 1, I'm going to be super happy. Oh, okay, so the worst part about... So the reason that this boss fight's super bad is that the boss is a ghost, so you have to use speeches, you can't use weapons. But he summons these dart blowers who shoot silence darts, and once all 3 of your teammates are silenced, you can basically just swing your weapons at him for 0 damage forever until you die. So we are going to get these dart blowers off the map. Shmar! Mwah! Alright. Hatis can do a pretty good whack on this dude too. Let's see. Yar! Heartbreaking. I like how that move works on everybody. Like, it's just sort of assumed that everybody is all these monsters and creatures that you run across are secretly waiting for Hatis to notice them and offer some affection, and so when she withholds it, they go berserk and self-destruct. Alright, so he's weak against confidence and anger. We can impress him to get rid of some of the speech defense.
Ink, ink, ink.
I like how this... Okay, so this pirate who's been underwater for 150 years sees this lady's A+ report card and just completely loses his composure because it's so amazing. Reinforcements arrive. That's not cool. Oh god, he just clocked her in the face with an anchor. Okay, well, I didn't realize this was escalating so quickly, so... I thought we were having a civil discussion. How many reinforcements do we get? Just 1? Okay, I think Hatis, I'm gonna trust you. Hatis, if you can fend off these idiots, I think we've got it. Oh, that's not the hundo damage we're looking for. 80. Okay, you. Agatha, if you're gonna be taking anchors to the face, how much armor do you actually have? You have 35 armor class. I don't know if that's quite good enough, but... Oh, this works great though. Positively puzzled. Okay. Oh, look at the inspiring course. If you use this does tons of damage because he's weak against confidence. He doesn't like... Yeah, he's really susceptible to being inspired and encouraged. So we'll try this out. Oh. Oh, hell yeah, that was 91. Okay, I think we got this in the bag unless something goes seriously sideways. Jeez, the sound design on that is just fantastic. Hatice is losing her attack power. This is generally bad. Do we go for the friendly finish? Because we do get one extra... We will get one extra victory point if we finish this friendly. Which is the most bizarre resolution, but let's give it a try. Puts us into persuasion. Now you have 28 health. That was more than half your health, so you should probably not be doing that routinely. Not all the time, but every once in a while this game gets just a little bit silly. Little bit. Alright, so he's weak to confidence. So if we finish him off with friendly, I think we get a different resolution. Does he give us a different treasure? Oh, we got over 100 victory points. This might just work out. I'm terrified. I'm quaking in fear of this final vote tally because I know that Rivolo got a bunch of victory points in that last mission, but so did we. We really don't know who's ahead. What have I become? A vengeance-seeking ghost pirate? I think I should finally let it go after all this time, and I have you guys to thank for that. I'll leave you a reward for your troubles. Thanks! The pirates slowly disappear, changing into purple smoke. It seems the curse has been lifted, and Captain Roche has left a present. Hold on a second. Wait. Back up a second. I got questions. If the voodoo pirates are casual smugglers that are abducted and dragged into this arcane ritual against their will and infused with black magic to turn into magical zombie terror creatures, that's one thing. But if the ghost captain suddenly loses his will to fight and all of those mutated men and women suddenly turn into purple smoke, what does that mean? Like, is there no way to revert them back to human? And are they happier as voodoo pirates versus purple smoke? Because it feels like we've just made a decision to euthanize hundreds of these guys with no consultation or anything. This might be the worst war criminal party I've ever had. It's all just one travesty and atrocity after another. Captain Roche left you a present, though. Okay. You dropped the captain's hat. Oh, okay, so last time we did this, I think we got the coat. It'll be proof of your diplomatic meeting with Captain Roche. What a fantastic treasure. A discovery. Well, let's see. None of these are really gonna register on the final. Discoveries are worth 30 research. It's research from well, it's plus 2 research from study. That's quite a lot. We have 42 study tokens. That's probably the better one. That's going to be at least 84 research. Voodoo pirates, voodoo monkeys, and the meeting with the notorious Captain Roche. Memories relived every time you look at the great treasure. Time to leave the island. Okay, it's score time, and I'm terrified. I hope I didn't fall behind Rivolo there. But we did get 3 treasures. This is going to be a lot of research because these tokens are worth a lot right now. My two favorite explorers. To obtain your final title, Emperor Guangzhou would like to hear your most entertaining insult. Welcome, explorers. It's the most exciting day today. The Emperor usually entrusts me with his every thought, but even I don't know who he'll choose for his blessing. What an adventure the two of you had. The stories about your third expedition were hilarious. Oh, I lost some bets on that last expedition, Agatha. Are you ready to compete for the final title? Sure. Say something nice about Mr. Rivolo. No? What I like about Agatha is that she's always there for my big moments. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's go to the part where I bestow my blessing. Okay, let's hope the trophies are real. Okay, I have 104. I think that's fairly high, but it's all relative to what Rivolo gets during the run. So let's see. I have awarded you with countless trophies made of priceless porcelain. You have both very much deserved it, but only one of you may accept the blessing. Oh god, here it goes. Oh, sit down. Get dunked on. Get shit on forever. Look at this. Agatha, freaking OP. Look at this. Okay, so what did he get? Oh, it's because all my discoveries. He got one of the discovery tokens. I got all 4 of the research trophies. Oh man, I freaking annihilated that twit. All right, wow. I'm usually falling behind on that one. And the achievement is Class It Out, which is beating the game with Agatha. Whoa. Great. So we got the Druid Quartz, the Baronix Claw, Roach's Treasure, 100-Year Fruit, Hero's Banner, Emperor Garb, Minty Statue, Icon of Nicomedia, Roche's Jolly Roger, a Voodoo Doll, and Roche's Captain Hat. That is a lot of freaking treasures. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, cool. Well, we have definitely renowned and explored just about everything. So I think we will